Now the question is, even France, where they are coming from, crossing over, you can. But interestingly, the question is, why UK? Why is UK the last place that everybody wants to end up? Is it because of the laws here? What do you think is making people think that, though we are in France, though we cross, I mean, we are in Europe, we're in Italy, we are in Greece, and then we want to cross, we want to still just make our way to the UK? What is it? All right then. So lots more going to be coming away from there. It's all coming away from Star Radio UK. Labour promises reforms to increase crime solving. The party launches an expert team to help police and prosecutors to bring more criminals to justice. Okay, a lot more going to be coming your way. It is a Wednesday edition of the morning show. 2 minutes past the top of the hour. We should have Mr. OLAYOMI KOIKI in the next few moments. But let's enjoy this song from Aduke Odeneye, and it says, "We." commercial break, and once we come back, I think I should have Miss OLAYOMI KOIKI coming on. As you know what, we are bringing you all the reports from our North London studios, and we have the crew back there, and therefore it makes it at times busy for all the setup to be done. But they work assiduously. So let's take a commercial break. We should have Miss OLAYOMI KOIKI with us in a moment. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is your friend Uruj from SendWave. SendWave is a money transfer app that is used by people all over the world to send money to their loved ones in Africa. With SendWave, you can send money to Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And the best part is, SendWave is absolutely commission-free. Our exchange rates are excellent. You can see for yourself by checking them out on our website. So how do you use SendWave? SendWave is an app that you can download onto your phone from the App Store or Google Play Store. The app is free to download. After downloading it, just open the app and enter your name, email, and phone number. That's it. You're good to go. Make sure you use the promo code SR. S for star, R for radio. This promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. Your money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. Feel free to call me on 0749 7377 647 at any time. I'll be happy to tell you all about SendWave and help you in any way I can. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit.
Welcome back to the program. It is STARR Radio UK, and it is the favorite Wednesday edition of the morning show. And I can tell you that now that it's 9 minutes past 11, I'm taking you to our North London studios. And today, you know what? You want to show the world that, look, we are also enjoying some summer, whatever it is, yeah? So let me take you straight to our North London studios where today, Yomi is outside reporting. Yomi, massive good morning to you.
Well, a very good morning to you back in the studio, Mr. Archie. Good morning to all our listeners and viewers, and welcome to the bright, sunny, beautiful summertime right here in North London, where we are bringing you the live transmission on the update. I know we are very, very pressed with time, but we will do as much as what we can do this morning. And later on Niger Voices, we will have ample of time to discuss so many other issues pertaining to Nigeria. I'll come back again to you slightly in the studio, Mr. Archie.
Yes. How are you doing, and how is the family there?
Well, the family are doing very well. It's good that the holiday is still a couple of weeks to go, but as you can tell, when the holiday is around, there's a lot of activities that you have to keep the children engaged, but we are grateful that the family are doing very well.
Okay, listeners, Mr. OLAYOMI KOIKI for you in the North London studios. I'm Archie here in the South studios, and we are bringing you updates from Nigeria. Let me pick it from this point. Now, we are waiting to see what the ECOWAS group is going to do with the leader under the leadership of the president of Nigeria. Yes, TINUBU. However, instead of them maybe, unleashing their venom via military attack or anything there, invasion or there, what they've done is that they slammed the fresh sanction on Niger Republic following the expiration of the 7-day ultimatum. Okay, just bear with us. The new sanctions are financial sanctions placed through the Central Bank of Nigeria on the coup protests in the Republic of Nigeria. Yomi, people are saying, TINUBU is all math, no action. He said, we're going to do that. And now he's saying, let's place a sanction on them. Yomi.
Well, it seems that, the president is now reviewing, the situation on ground. And what do I mean by that? Just about the end of the month, we saw, the president, talking about action and action. Maybe those action literally means months action. And it doesn't seem that Republic of Niger will be the only one to be sanctioned now. It seems that there will be more sanction on Burkina Faso as well and Mali. Remember that these two are stating that they will be doing whatever it takes to protect Niger against any kind of invasion, and that will be out of war. But what we're going to be seeing within the next 24 hours, we do know that the president and ECOWAS team will be meeting again tomorrow. And whatever the outcome of tomorrow will determine, what we should be expecting from the communique. After the Sunday, the July end of the month meeting in ECOWAS, the emergency meeting, we knew that the following week on Wednesday, we saw the defense chief from some of the ECOWAS, and it seems that, when you're going to even attack, you must put in the strategic place so that, there will be less casualty. Remember that most of the citizens of Niger are in support of the coup, and they're also ready to come out on the street to confront any ECOWAS foot soldier on their territory.
Of course. They are the ones in the soup and don't know how hot or cold it is. So you standing out there making all those fuss, I bet they will decide what it's going to be. But listen, let's start ready, UK, from North London studios, Mr. OLAYOMI KOIKI. I'm Archie here, and we are bringing you updates from Nigeria. Okay, now let's move on to some of the stories making the rounds. Okay, let me pick it from this point. TINUBU's desperation to block release of Chicago University records is abnormal. A U.S. lawyer is saying. Yesterday we did talk about that, but I wanted to pick it from that point. What has the president said so far about it, and why is it still going on? As we did allude yesterday that the TINUBU who was supposed to have attended that university was supposed to be a lady. Maybe who knows?
Well, it seems that the team behind the president is avoiding maybe something that needs to be out in the public domain or not. You will wonder why, you want to shield away your university record, especially, when you know that you're going to be in the public limelight. In the public limelight, a lot of things will be brought out about you. And sometimes we do know that our politicians in Africa tend to avoid such. Is it because he failed the result and he has actually amended it? Just like the young girl that amended her result in the JAM. She has actually apologized. Maybe this is what TINUBU is avoiding. Nobody knows yet. But what we can categorically say is that it seems that there is something not right when it comes to his result in Chicago.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens on that front. But listeners, it's all coming your way from STARR Radio, okay? Your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Now, we have doctors who are migrating, or people in the health sector who are migrating from Nigeria, most of them to the UK or the US, and some maybe the Saudi Arabia and all the other bits there. Now, it's because of the fact that they are not being paid well, and their facilities are not well stocked for them to operate the way they're supposed to. But the Nigerian army is saying that when the doctors return, those who, I don't know whether those who have gone out to go and train, when they return, they are going to be employing them in the military hospital. I mean, if I don't want to be part of the military, why should I be employed in the military hospital in the first place?
Well, what we know is that more doctors have left Nigeria, so I'm not sure where he's getting his own information that there are more doctors planning to return back to the country. We know that, according to records, from the past government, many doctors continue to leave Nigeria for better opportunity in other countries that are ready to accept them. Remember that there was even a recruitment that went on, during the former President Buhari, when, I believe from Saudi Arabia or one of the Arab countries came in to do what they called a recruitment on the ground. And eventually, I think, the government saw the backlash of that, and that recruitment was stopped. But it seems that the new chief of staff, the chief of army staff, believes that anyone coming back will be employed as a doctor in the country. But like I said, we haven't got the statistics of many doctors returning back home, but we know that there are many leaving Nigeria. Not just doctors, we are talking about even nurses, midwives. Many of them are leaving. I know of a family friend that have arrived less than 3 months under the scheme of the, the carer in UK. And we know that even Nigeria is still now a country that they are going to review after so many other issues coming around it. But we know that many Nigerians are leaving, coming into Europe for better opportunity, and especially when you can bring all your family, because this family friend not just came alone, she came with children and the husband.
Well, of course. So if somebody is that, I don't know whether to say naive, thinking that, they are all coming and they are going to employ them in the military hospital, why haven't they equipped the other civilian hospitals the way they're supposed to? And why the military hospitals only? My listeners, it's all coming away from STARR Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Okay. Now, domestic violence. How prevalent is it in Nigeria?
Well, domestic violence happens when there's no safeguarding. Yesterday, I was talking about safeguarding when it comes to our council, our government, from the state to the federal. But the case of this young woman, or this woman rather, that was attacked by the husband, led to her death. The question is, was this somebody known within the community? Could this have been stopped? Or is this just again, family pressure when women are going through, some of this domestic abuse, and you are told, according to our culture, just to accommodate and accept it, and it seems, what has led to the death of this woman in Lagos State is something that, again, needs to be reviewed when it comes to, women being attacked. And not just women, we know that men are also being attacked, but the question is that family pressure goes in line with many family advising that if you leave your husband, you will end up becoming, just like somebody that doesn't have, respect in the community. But it seems that what led to her death now is something that, we talk about probably later on, during Niger Voices. What should we do? Should we look into the culture that accept women to be killed when they can walk away when there's domestic violence in the household? Or is it because we have a culture that says, let us accommodate it until it leads to death? So we're going to be looking into that during the Niger Voices as part of our conversation tonight.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting topic there that I will love people to chip in there, because it looks like lots of women are dying. They will say, oh yeah, because of the children, I have to be there for them, and they are staying there, they are killing them. Oh, because we are impoverished, and if I leave him, I will not have any maybe home to be in, and my family will be and then they keep on there until they kill them. So what do you think? Do you think that is good enough? Well. Join Mr. OLAYOMI KOIKI this evening exactly at 18 hours BST or 6 p.m. Nigeria time when he brings you Niger Voices. Okay, now, let me hand over to Yomi for him to bring us the rest of the stories making the rounds. Over to you, Yomi.
While millions of Nigerians are still struggling to find out what to eat, it seems that the Senate President, KABIRU, wasn't aware that they were still live when he actually said this.
Take the oath of office, we shall rearrange the office of the leadership in order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays. A token has been sent to our various accounts by the clerk of the National Assembly.
It was actually stopped, and he actually rephrased what he wanted to say. Let's listen to what he was going to say again.
I withdraw that statement.
He has withdrawn that statement.
In order to allow you to enjoy your holiday, the Senate President has sent prayers to your mailboxes. I sent prayers to your mailboxes to assist you to go on a safe journey and return.
Well, it seems that he did not realize that they were live when he was actually telling his colleagues that money has been actually sent into their account, until it was brought into attention quickly that this is still a live transmission. This shouldn't be something to be going on air when so many Nigerians are asking what are they going to eat on a daily bread. He actually said, I withdraw that statement, and what I was actually meaning is prayer has now been sent to your mailbox to make sure that you go on it safely and then return back to the Senate, as at the time the Senate will be returning back again. These are kind of the politicians that do not have iota of what is going on in the community, neither do they know what is going on in their surroundings. So this particular video now is one of the most trending one on the social media, as many Nigerians are saying, do we really have politicians that care about us, or do we have politicians that care less? I'm looking at right in front of me, I could see London Daily Ride. I'm sure you know what that means. That means that the elderly people will be picked up and then be taken to the local store, do their shopping, and return back home. To my right hand side, I could see again the council cleanup, cleaning the pavement so that it becomes more tidy. And each time you look again, you can see the buses. These are the kind of questions that continue to be raised. How come Nigeria, the power player of Africa, has not really done so much well to support many of its citizens? ECOWAS plans fresh sanction on Burkina Faso and Mali as the United Nations talks has actually failed. We talked about the businessman that hit his wife's head against wall while the victim died. We'll be talking about that a little bit more, but let's look into it. A 30-year-old woman, Rafiat Okewale, is currently grieving, over the sudden death of a lady alleged in the hands of the husband, Wale. What do we know? According to the information, Okewale, though married to a businessman, was living separately on Odulusi Street in the Ijoko area of Ota in Ogun State, southwest of Nigeria. She was said to have lost her life during a disagreement that ensured that she visited her husband in Gasline area of Ijoko on Sunday to collect money for her children upkeep. The disease was said to have been having a running battle with the husband over his alleged failure to cater for the children. If this was happening in a civilized society, money would be automatically deducted from the husband, whether he's a businessman, whether he's working in the private or the public sector. But these are part of the system that had failed many Nigerians, and we can only pray for the loss of this particular woman. It seems that, Bola TINUBU, the president, continue to try to see if he can bring in the younger one onto, his government. TINUBU set 30-day tax reform, and he has also brought in a UI student as one of the panel. President Bola TINUBU yesterday set a 30-day tax reform target. He also expressed his resolve to break the vicious cycle of the over-reliance on borrowing on the public spending and resulting burden of the debt servicing as well. The president spoke while inaugurating the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy, Tax Reform, that is also going to be chaired by Taiwo Oyedele in Abuja. Also, a 400-level economic student of the University of Ibadan, Orire Agbaje, was appointed by the president as a member of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform. TINUBU said our aim is to transform the tax system to support the sustainable development achieved in a minimum of 18% tax to GDP ratio within the next 3 years. Without revenue, government cannot provide adequate social services like I talked about. Again, each time we looked at that, right in front of our window, we could see the cleaning of the street, we could see the tidy up of the environment. All this tends to happen when revenue is generated apart from the government revenue to the London Borough across the United Kingdom for those of us that are living here as well. So let's go back to one or two more and then we go straight to the social media, what is trending there. But once again, this is still Star Radio UK. It seems again, minors are not being safeguarded. Children are not being safeguarded. Why I am using my 10-year-old niece to carry drugs. This is coming from a trader again in Lagos State. What do we know about this? The Lagos State Police Command has nabbed a female trader, Taye Abbas, who allegedly trafficked a hard drug known as Colorado through a niece name withheld to evade police check. The woman who lives in Okwaba area of Lagos State confessed to the offense while being paraded by the police at the state headquarters in the Ikeja, Lagos State yesterday. Abbas says she always used the girl to transport the drugs from their house to the shop to avoid being checked, as no one would suspect a small girl. Again, is somebody aware of this happening in the environment without reporting it? Safeguarding is one of the most important parts when it comes to children here. We've seen a lot of lapses as well, but it seems that as the lapses is there, there's more reason to tighten it up. But as we say, many Nigerians do face difficulties when there's no support from the system as well. So we hope more will be done as well. We're going to go straight to the social media. And like I said, let's play one more time what Akpabio said in the Senate, which is the talk of the conversation this morning on all the social media. And I'll be telling you what Omoyele Sowore is saying as well. But for now, it is still the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And this is exactly how Akpabio said it yesterday.
Take the fruit of office, we shall rearrange the office of the leadership. in order to enable all of us to enjoy our holidays, a total has been sent to our various accounts by the clerk of the National Assembly.
He was actually interrupted when he was to be told that we are still live, and this is what he had to say again.
I withdraw that statement.
He has actually withdrawn the statement.
In order to allow you to enjoy your holidays, the Senate President has sent prayers to your mailboxes. I sent prayers to your mailboxes to assist you to go on a safe journey and return. This Senate.
Well, you heard him right there. Rather than saying token has been sent, he has actually changed it to money. Prayer has been sent to your own different, I don't know what he was thinking of, but whatever he was thinking of, he was probably not aware that Nigerians were still listening while he was saying that. Let's look at the reaction this morning on the social media because of the time constraint, as we have to go to the PQ later on this morning. Once again, it is still Star Radio UK. Omoyele Sowore said they send huge funds to their individual bank account to enjoy undeserved holidays and then urge you to pray for your country or send prayer to you. Hashtag revolution now. There's a lot of reaction on that. But like I said, let's look at some of what is trending as well this morning. El Rufai is trending. Remember that El Rufai is not yet been cleared as a minister yet. Benin is trending as many Yoruba are now asking the government of Bola TINUBU, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to now, for sake of peace in the land and also to all the royal fathers, to lift the embargo on Dr. Chief Sunday IGBOHO as quickly as possible to avoid any other confrontation, any other instability in Yoruba land, especially after he has lost his precious mother. The right thing for the government to do is to lift the embargo now on Dr. Oloye Sunday IGBOHO before it is too late. And they're not sure why it is taking that long. Again, Simon Ekpa is responding to an article again on him. The article says, Ekpa rejection of Kanu call for peace. Camp in the southeast is not his disciple, but an enemy. But the government in exercise, Simon Ekpa say, Una go explain tire without no evidence. He has actually said he wants to see Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOP, in Finland, not on a video call, not on a WhatsApp call, and not on a purported letter that was brought out from nowhere under his lawyers from the DSS custody. So let's take a few more. Again, 62 MD to stop direct revenue collection, according to the FRC, will take charge the presidential committee. And from Ademola, we talked about that yesterday. Let's take one more. There's also protest of the Igbos in Niger Republic against the proposed military action by the government as well. And again, Akpabio mistakenly exposed senators' holiday allowance paid, but he has actually said it was a mistake. All I was saying is I'm sending you prayer rather than that. And I think I'm going to come back again to you, but later on at 1800 hours, there will be enough time to discuss Akpabio, to discuss the human abuse and why we should safeguard children from being used as a courier for drugs for those that are involved in this criminality in Nigeria. Star Radio UK, the finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. And I'm going to come back again to you now in the studio, Mr. Archie.
Listeners, wherever you are, I'm sending prayers into your accounts this morning. How true is that? How do you take that? Am I taking you for fools? You don't send prayers to people's accounts. You send money to their accounts. So the Senate president was saying the right thing. That's what they are doing. That is what they've been doing. And I've been asking the questions, do we vote them into power to go and serve us, or they become kings over us, lorded over us, and we have to go to them to beg? And when it comes to elections, they come with their envelopes, giving few nairas or few CDs or whatever, and they will go vote for them again. They come to sit on our heads. What do you think is happening in Nigeria? Listen at Star Radio UK. Wonders will never happen. Yomi, before we go,
Well, join us again at 1800 hours when we come back again with Niger Voices. And it's going to be, 3-1 as we talked about KABIRU, the senator. Maybe it was a prayer. Maybe we need more prayer. Or maybe it was the money. And if it's the money, maybe the money will also be helped, some of those senators to help Nigerians that are living in their constituency. We're going to talk about domestic abuse of women. And we're going to be talking about, using children as a courier to carry illicit drugs, not just in Nigeria. We know this is happening as well. And we might also touch on what is happening in Haiti as gangs have taken 80% of that particular part of the globe.
Okay, let me say thank you very, very much for that wonderful
update. So much.
Yes, ma'am. Well, listeners, this evening exactly at 18 hours or 6 p.m., Yomi is going to be coming your way with Niger Voices. And as I said, it's enumerated a few things. Well, maybe send prayers into your account. Or is it money in their account? And maybe that money is going to be used on their constituents. As someone saying, just leave them alone. This money that will come to the constituency and come and give it to us. Okay, good one there. Or is it prayers? And then domestic abuse. How are we dealing with that? Do we say we use our culture and say, you know what, a woman is supposed to be submissive and be under the cover of their husband, and therefore when they are beating the hell out of you, they try to say that you have to stay there. It is your cross, carry that cross, and one day, poof, you are gone. Your family loses big time. You go to heaven or hell, and you see how the devil will be smashing your face because you didn't use your common sense. You could have stayed away. But again, temper. How do we deal with all that? And then using children.